So definitely wanted to hear more of your story. Obviously, you grew up in the Philadelphia area. What can you tell us about kind of your childhood, your upbringing, and also how you got into football?
Uh, Childhood upbringing, how I got into football. One of 11, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Um, Foster care, aunt and uncle. Uh, how I got into football, I don't know. It was just a normal thing, Play basketball, play football. Uh, Started in high school, never looked back since.
When did you first realize that you had a chance to play college ball? Was that
Probably after my freshman year in high school.
freshman year in high school?
Sophomore year, I started getting my letters, and it was a possibility since then.
Obviously, a very, very interesting era just from a football point of view as well. You know, the RG3, yourself, Josh Gordon, all of the very, very exciting time for Baylor football. What fond memories do you have of Baylor?
You got a lot. Just being with the guys, being in that community. It was just a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. A lot of good leaders that led us. A lot of good memories. 2 Big 12 championships. So
I know RG3 has tweeted out his support for you not too long ago. Do you still keep in touch with him, and did you appreciate that?
for sure, he's definitely a good man. I really appreciate everybody that lended their support to me. RG3 was a great sign that he saw what I was going through. So I appreciate it.
You've been through a lot personally with your situation. My understanding is you find out 2 weeks before the draft that this charge is coming. Did you at the time, did you know how much it would affect just the NFL draft?
Immediately, yes. I had a, I had a, I had a pretty good idea that it was going to be over.
How did you deal with that situation
Um,
at the time?
you just take one step at a time, live one day at a time. You gotta do what you gotta do to eventually get where you want to go. So it was just one day at a time thing.
You know, you've been acquitted of the charges. Obviously, I'm sure it was a grueling experience for you. How would you describe just that overall experience of the trial and your life within that 2-year period?
Life changing for sure. Those are things that people don't go through. So it's something that I was able to walk in and walk out untouched. So I'm truly highly blessed.
Your junior year was a massive year, and you decided to come back your senior year, right? Was there? How close were you to going to the draft that junior year, and what made you come back as well?
I wasn't really that close. Everybody was speaking of it like I could have went, and I definitely could have went. But the community that it gave for us at Baylor, and the camaraderie that everybody provided for us in that locker room, I didn't have a second thought of not coming back. I was doing everything for Baylor at that time.
And then with the situation, in many instances, it cost you a massive opportunity.
For sure.
Is there any bitterness over the situation, and how have you been able to overcome it on a personal level, on just a mental level?
Not really no bitterness. You live and you learn. Everybody got to go through something. My obstacle was just a little more out there than others, and I was able to get through it, and that shows my strength and endurance. So I'm ready to for whatever that's coming next.
Would you say the situation and just your life experience as well has that molded your mental toughness?
For sure. You go through a lot. I went through a lot. That prepared me for that specific situation. So I tell all my friends and family before that I was more prepared to go through that than I was to go to the NFL, and I still truly believe that today.
And what is it about Philadelphia that just kind of breeds mental toughness, tough guys?
It's our environment. Our environment we grew up in, and you gotta have that. You gotta have it. If you don't, you're gonna be eaten alive.
For NFL teams, for GMs, for scouts, for coaches, what do you want them to know about you?
I'm not a meme. I'm a person. I have feelings, and I've been through the wire and back. I'm ready. I'm able. Anybody want to take a chance, I'm here.
For people that only see your name in the headlines or only don't know your full story, what do you want people to know about you that they may not know or may not have been exposed to?
Just basically the same thing. Like, I'm not a meme. I'm not a perception. I'm a real live person. If you ever get to know me, you'll see that I got a kind heart. I love people, and I'll do anything for anybody once you get that chance. So, that's about it.
It's speaking of the meme. Like, did you realize how at the time? Did you realize how like viral that went?
Yeah, it shut down my phone. Yeah.
You see yourself anywhere on the defensive line, D tackle, D end,
I see
whatever.
myself all over the
Yep.
defensive line,
Yep.
wherever you need me.
Wherever you need.
It doesn't really matter where you put me. Football is football. I've been playing it since I was a kid. So,
Did you stay, like, were you always training even through the ordeal and everything?
yeah, mostly I was trying. It definitely, you get your distractions when you're not able to do what you're normally used to doing. So it was definitely a struggle to just stay in the gym.
Who did you idolize growing up, or who were some of your heroes growing up, on or off the field?
Definitely my aunt and my uncle for taking me in. That was a big deal, and I know it wasn't easy, so I'm definitely grateful for them. On the field, probably hometown hero Javon Curse. He was the freak. He was the person I first ooh, I like him. I want to be like that. And so those are definitely my major three.
For sure, he was a monster. What was it like growing up with your aunt and uncle?
It was good. We had our good times, our bad times. Well, mostly my good times and bad times, but it was definitely a good thing for me. It was a change of scenery. It was just the thing I needed to get where I was going.
Texas, Florida, California, the more football states. Is it difficult playing? Is it more of a challenge playing football in the Northeast in terms of opportunities, looks, things like that?
I'm not sure. I'm only one person, and so my opportunities came pretty quick and fast. So I'm not sure. They would say the East Coast is definitely a basketball state, especially where I'm from, Philadelphia. They would say it's a basketball place, but you definitely got your ballers that's coming out of Philadelphia. So it just depends on who you are, I guess.
Did Baylor recruit you before Penn State? And what were some
No,
other schools
they
that you were looking
didn't.
at?
Well, as soon as I got my Penn State offer my sophomore year, I believe. Well, going into my sophomore year. And as soon as I got it, that's where I knew from a kid that's where I wanted to go. As soon as I got it, I committed. But I definitely got a lot of the East Coast schools. And once I got dismissed from the Penn State football team, it was a natural relationship that they had with Penn State and Baylor that got me sent over to Baylor. So.
Got you. Like to watch any guys right now? Any pass rushers you're looking at?
Definitely.
Game after a little
Aaron
bit?
Donald's a beast. He's a monster. Everybody knows that. I like my guy Foxy, play for the Rams. He's a monster. Always got to rep your Philly guys. Jahai Ward. Who else? Malcolm Brown for the. Who's on now? He was on the Patriots.
From Texas?
From Texas.
Oh,
UT.
yeah.
I forget. He was on the Patriots. I forget what team he's on now. Who else is? Who's doing a good job? The kid from Oklahoma State. He's doing a good job. Who else? Noah Spence. He's eating. He's doing a good job. That's all I can think of right now.
Do you still watch little Big 12 action? You keep
I'm waiting for the league to start. Once conference start, I start watching it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. What do you remember about some of those battles, the Texas games? And
They were good. Good. They were good fights. I mean, yeah, they were good games. They were good, definitely good games. We had fun. We won some, we lost some, but it was definitely that era put us on the map forever.
For sure, legendary era.
Yeah.
How do you feel about kind of the injuries in the game right now? You got guys in their prime. Andrew Luck walking away.
I've never been hurt. Knees are good. Ankles are great. 285 pounds solid steel, 4'7", hungry and able. So.
But do you find it interesting how some guys are walking away from the game so young?
Nah, I don't. Well, I do find it interesting, but I think I found this like the remedy to that. Like the guys are making their money.
Making their money in the league.
Yeah, they're and a lot of guys, I don't know their situations, but as the Andrew Lucks, I'm pretty sure he wasn't hurting financially as a child or anything. So it's like I played college. I was a star at college. I got my accolades at college. I went to the NFL. I could tell my kids I played in the NFL, started as an NFL quarterback. And now they're financially set for the rest of their lives. And I think at the end of the day, that's the main priority and the main goal, to be there for your family and for them not to have a worry about anything. So they play a game that they love and they benefit from it. And so you can't really knock them for leaving too early.
100%. What motivates you now? What drives you?
The chance.
The chance.
Everybody got a chance. Everybody got a choice they can make. And I'm just grateful and highly favored that I have the opportunity. I don't see my door has shut yet. So as long as I'm naive and a fool, I'm going to keep pushing.
Do you have a chip on your shoulder from this entire experience, and does that add? Is there extra fuel to the fire, so to speak?
I think I was born with a chip.
Born with the chip?
Yeah. It just comes with who I am. I'm an Aries. I gotta get it by any means. So, yeah, I think that's at Philadelphia as well. Just being an underdog your whole life. So it just comes with the territory. It's all right.
For sure. Did you view football as a escape or an outlet coming from Philly?
It was an opportunity to make your family dreams come true. Make the American dream come true. Whatever your passion or your why is, it was that for me. My why was to make my mother not have to work again, make my brothers, a happy home, sisters, a loving family, things of that nature. And it's all the things that you can't buy, just that camaraderie that you could gain.
Are you very family orientated as well?
Yeah, it's 11 of us, and you can't be close enough. Can't never be close enough. So shout out to all 11 brothers and my sisters and brothers. Eric, Future, Aaron, Lovey, Miracle, Jessica, Jennifer, Michael, Yolanda, Keisha, Lil One. We love you. I love you.
Who have been some of the biggest allies in your corner through this process?
Definitely the Baylor staff that was there at the time. They've always been great to me. Definitely my family. They've been in my corner since the beginning. A lot of my close friends, they know who they are. I love all y'all too. Judge Starr, Alan Bennett, my defense attorney. Who else? If I forget anybody, I'm sorry. Y'all know what y'all did for me, and I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Thank you.
What in the tough times who would you rely on those people, just talking through things, or what was your escape?
I'm definitely a closed off person, so I would just work. I would work and be with my animals. Be with my animals and just try to keep a clear mind. Try to keep a clear mind and keep it pushing and waiting for that day for it to be over, February 28th, and now it's an open mind again, and we shooting for another date, whatever date that may be, when I'm able to strap up and say I'm an NFL football player.
When that moment came, when you were cleared of all, acquitted, everything what was that feeling like for you?
I just did an article and I said it was the same feeling like when I got in trouble. It was a gut wrenching. Like some things you just can't explain. It's it's too much to put in words and not enough, you know. So it was definitely once again a life-changing moment. Like I had a lot of them, and you know, they just keep getting better and better. So
you've maintained your positivity through everything.
for sure, you know, keep a stable head, stay low, stay humble, and believe that God could bring you in and out of anything that He wants to.
Have you ever noticed the parallels between mixed martial arts and football?
Yeah, for
And is
sure.
that something that you would ever consider? I've seen a lot of guys jump into it from the Greg Hardys.
I wouldn't do the MMA. I'd probably just do regular boxing.
Boxing?
Yeah, that's more, I don't know, more classy for me, I guess.
For sure.
And I'm more of a boxing fan.
Who are some of your favorite fighters?
Definitely Tank Davis. Shout out Tank. Fury. He definitely did his thing. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
The Bronze Bomber. He's a monster. Earl. What's the young kid name? Young kid fought 2 weeks ago.
Devin Haney?
Devin Haney, he's a monster. Who else is out there? Definitely Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Triple G.
Do you like Joshua as well? Anthony Joshua?
No, I don't like Anthony Joshua. We could put that on camera.
What do you think of Arrow as a fighter? Because he's been in such an interesting spot the past couple of years where, you know, as you said, the tables turned. You know, these guys didn't want to fight him at 147, and then now, you know, they have to kind of thing after because he's built himself up with the, you know.
I like it. I like it. You know, he not shying away from any fights. You know, a lot of guys take the route that, you know, that's pretty easy instead of going through, you know, the biggest and baddest person that's in your weight class. You know, they'll take the lesser fight. You know, so I think he's doing it the right way. He's doing it the old school way. I think he's doing it the professional way. So,
do you feel that him and Crawford, that has to be made at some point? That
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Definitely after you get through, you know, Shawn. Probably Crawford would be on the table next.
Would you rather see Pacquiao or would you rather see Crawford for him?
Crawford.
Yeah. You think he just handles Pac's too old?
Pac's too old.
Pac's too old. How impressive was that performance though against?
It was definitely, you know, you could, if you watch Pac since, you know, Pac started, so you could see he lost a step or two. You know, a little slower, but them side steps was messing up old boy. So,
and what is it about MMA kind of training skill sets that transfers over to football? You know, I've seen there's the Cleveland Browns brought in Chuck Liddell. What was it last year? I think. You know, like I said, a Hardy as well. Mo Usman, Kamaro's brother, played at Arizona. Now he's doing MMA as well.
Well, it's a lot of hands and body movement. A lot of so for MMA, you try to get people to do what they don't want to do, and football, that's the same exact thing, well, especially on defense. Keep people hands off you, quick hands, and then if you're able to contort their body in some certain way that could get you around a pass blocker or a running back, it'll help. It'll help tremendously. So you can't never get enough practice. So
we wish you the best of luck. Hope to see you on the football field soon. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.